Hi there. In this video, I'm going to be beginning to look at the operations strategies within the operations management unit, and more specifically looking at the very first one in the syllabus, which is performance objectives. So firstly, what are they? Well, performance objectives themselves are simply goals that relate to particular aspects of the transformation process. Now, the whole point of a business setting these in the first place is with the intention that the business will become more efficient, will become more productive, and will become more profitable. Okay, now again, they're objectives that will benefit the business. There's no use in a business setting objectives or goals that will actually negatively impact the business. That's just preposterous. So the very first objective we'll look at is quality. Okay, so basically how well a product is made or how competently a service is delivered. Okay, now as a performance objective, the business needs to decide what the quality of the product is it going to deliver to the market. Okay, so basically, if you want to add or use high quality inputs, you're going to be adding significant costs to the production process. Okay, high quality inputs, require higher costs from the business to be able to purchase them, which will then be reflected in a higher price to the consumers. However, some consumers either won't pay it or can't pay it. So this then becomes an issue for the business where they need to work out what level of quality are they going to deliver to the market. Will the business itself have 3 versions of the product in 3 different quality bands? Okay, so a low quality for low income, medium quality or moderate quality for the middle income earners, and then a high quality sort of premium prestige version with the high quality inputs for the high income earners. So as a performance objective, this is really up to the business to decide which part of the market do they want to attract. We've also got speed. Now, this is how quickly, or the time it takes for the operations processes to adjust to changes in consumer demand. Okay, so how quickly can they do it? Now, some of the goals relating to speed include reducing the wait times for the product, shorter lead times, so from the moment an order is placed to the moment it's fulfilled, and then faster processing times. Now, in order to achieve these goals in relation to speed, there needs to be a reduction in the procedural and the technical bottlenecks. Okay, so reducing any issues or any areas where it sort of bottlenecks and becomes slower. And there needs to also be an increased communication throughout the entire team. Okay, everyone needs to be talking to each other to work out what they're doing, how they're doing it. Then we've got the performance objective of dependability. Okay, so how consistent, how reliable are the business's products? Okay, so for a good, that'll be how long the products are useful before they finally and eventually fail. And that's measured by the amount of warranties that are claimed by people for the product, for the good, sorry. For services, it's about how consistent the service standards are and how reliable is it. And that's measured by the amount of complaints, okay, that people make about the service. In terms of flexibility as a performance objective, this relates to how quickly the operations processes can adjust to changes in the market. Okay, so for goods, it can be achieved by increasing the capacity of production. Okay, increasing how many things you can make at any given time. For services, it could simply be increasing the amount of people offering the service. Okay, so putting on more bank tellers, putting on more accountants, putting on more, register operators. It could also be achieved by increasing skill levels, increasing technology. Okay. And when it comes to customization as a performance objective, this refers to creating individualized products to meet the specific needs of customers. Now, this is different to mass production, okay? Mass producing standardized products. Now, however, with this, it means that the costs are going to be significantly higher, okay? So when we looked at the 4 V's in operations processes, we saw that extensive customer contact, extensive variety, and in the products, what it does is it increases costs. Okay, so when you're churning out hundreds or thousands or millions of the same product, the cost is going to be relatively low. Okay, so when you start looking at individualized products, so customization, the costs are going to be significantly higher. Okay, with this in mind, though, there is still something called mass customization. Okay, that allows a standard mass-produced item to be customized. Okay, so it's sort of midway in a spectrum between fully individualized all the way through to fully standardized. It's sort of in the middle. Now, what this does is it allows a mass-produced item to be customized. So, for example, a computer with varying levels of memory. Okay, so Apple, for example, can mass-produce one version of its laptop millions at a time with one version of memory, then it can mass produce a million of another one with one version of memory, million of another one with a different version of memory. Okay, so that's sort of in the middle of the spectrum there between standardized and customized. It's sort of mass customized in there. However, any form of customization increases costs. And then finally, in the performance objectives, we've got cost. Okay, so trying to minimize, as a performance objective, trying to minimize the expenses so that the operations processes can be conducted as cheaply as possible. Okay, still maintaining quality, still maintaining dependability, but as cheaply as possible. Because again, by reducing costs, it should then lead to more affordability for the product, meaning customers would be, hopefully, more likely to be able to purchase it. Okay? Now, the next video in this HSC operations series looks at new product design and technology, and continuing with operations strategies. However, hopefully this video on performance objectives has been valuable. Thank you.